9 miles southeast of York, the village of Skipwith started life with an Old English name that morphed into the Norse version that's stuck ever since. The parish church reflects this place name history with a late Anglo-Saxon tower with earlier Anglo-Saxon carvings embedded on its outside surface. And inside the tower, behind a green door in the vestry, one of the most intriguing pieces of Viking art in the British Isles. But before we zoom in on the carving, let's look at the 9 clearest parts of the design. This large canine is an impressively realistic, scary beast, without the flourishes that often decorate animals in early medieval art. These creatures seem to be mythical sea serpents. And there are 6 bearded figures, 3 facing left, 2 of them looking set to spring forward in attack, and 3 facing right. But what makes this carving such a surprising creation is the way these figures so intricately share their outlines with each other. A few other carvings from the time attempt to do something similar. The main example is 80 miles east of Skipwith, on the coast of Morecambe Bay, at Heysham, on a Viking Age hogback stone. But this relies on some crude distortions to fit the images together, like this mutant tree with a branch growing back into its trunk and bulging to try and meet the shape of a human arm and a bird. More importantly, the outlines themselves are not shared, but separated by deep gouges. The Skipwith carving is in a very different league. The key to understanding what's actually going on here brings us back to the central animal who's attacking the foot of the victim. It's strikingly similar to this scene from the 10th century Thorwald's cross on the Isle of Man. Here, the figure being attacked has to be the chief god Odin, with one of his raven companions and his sorcerer's staff. During Ragnarok, the great final battle between the Norse gods and monsters, Odin is eaten by the giant wolf Fenrir, one of the sons of the trickster god Loki. The carver of the Skipwith panel had obviously seen either Thorwald's cross or something very similar and known what it illustrated. So probably the whole scene represents Ragnarok, and if so, this could be the serpent Jormungandr, Fenrir's brother, and the large figure on the left, Thor, one of Odin's sons. These two kill each other after Odin has been slain. The most detailed Viking Age illustrations of Ragnarok are 106 miles from Skipwith on the magnificent early 10th century Gosforth Cross in Cumbria. One of the battle scenes it shows is the revenge killing of Fenrir by Odin's son Vidar, in exactly the way described 300 years later in an Icelandic account. The Gosforth sculpture is a masterpiece of carving, with its cleverly ambiguous representation of the Norse apocalypse and the Christian account of the world's end. The Skipwith stone is a far smaller piece, and perhaps the work of only a few hours. But in terms of its graphic design, it is even more original. Because all of the figures nearest to Fenrir share part of their outlines with him, it seems he must have been the first to be carved. Perhaps after the wolf had been sketched, there was a sudden realization that the shape of the wolf's open mouth could provide the outline of Odin's foot. After Odin had been fitted in, with his legs round Fenrir's head, the carving became a game to play, a visual riddle to solve. What else can Fenrir's outline make, and what more can be added? This may be the earliest example in Britain of someone taking an awareness of the negative space around a drawn object and using it to create another shape. Nowadays we think of this as a comparatively recent development in graphic design, from examples like the simple but effective arrow in Lyndon Leader's FedEx logo to this ingenious Batman and Penguin image by Simon C. Page. But an anonymous maker was doing something similar on the Skipwith stone 1100 years ago. The design was carved on the type of soft magnesian limestone, probably quarried near Tadcaster, Yorkshire, that had been used in the building of Roman York, and the size and nature of the smaller curves show that it was almost certainly cut with a knife rather than slowly chipped with mallet and chisel like the Heysham hogback. This gave the maker the freedom to work quickly and cut the long flowing lines and the finer details around the eyes. The maker seems confident and absorbed in solving the self-imposed problem. In the end, it was left an unfinished but intriguing glimpse of creative thinking from over a century before the Norman conquest.